World-class roller coasters and animals. What more could you want? I'm Kate from Vacay in One Day, and I'm here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. It's the theme park that I grew up going to, and it's so near and dear to my heart. It's been over a year or so since I've been here, so I'm excited to see what they have here for 2024. I purchased the Quick Queue today to help me get on every single ride, and I'll show you if it's worth it or not. And then later on we'll see some animals and experience their Mardi Gras event. Let's go have a fantastic Saturday. I booked the Quick Queue on the Busch Gardens app this morning, and there are 3 options. The first is which I purchased, and that's the Quick Queue. This gives you an expedited lane for each ride once besides Iron Gwazi and Serengeti Flyer. This morning it was $56. The second is Quick Queue Unlimited, and that's the same as option 1, but gives you access to the expedited lane unlimited times, and that was $64 today. The third option is the unlimited option, but also includes a one-time access to an expedited lane for Iron Gwazi and Serengeti Flyer. It was $88 today. You can also buy Quick Queue in the park at the front or buy certain rides, but I recommend purchasing it online, and it will almost always be cheaper. And it could sell out that day too, and you risk not being able to get it at all. First ride of the day is the best ride here in my opinion, and that is Iron Gwazi. It is also one of the rides that I don't get Quick Queue for, so we're gonna hit this first and get out of the way. Let's go time it. Let's go!
Durante el paseo, por favor, colóquelos nunca siquiera o poder quickly and receive this directly in front of you. Once seated, secure these articles in the zipper pouch.
Iron Gwazi is a steel hybrid coaster built by Rocky Mountain Construction and was formerly known as Gwazi, a dueling wooden coaster. It's North America's tallest, steepest, and fastest hybrid coaster, and it has a height of 206 feet, a max speed of 76 miles per hour, and a 91-degree drop. It also has a 48-inch height requirement. Just got off Iron Gwazi. Wow, that is a world-class roller coaster. I love RMC coasters in general, and that one has to be one of the best. You can feel how intense and thrilling it is right from the beginning with how steep it is, how tall it is, and how fast it is. You can feel it the entire time. There's huge inclines and declines throughout, and all the inversions are so unique and so fun, especially the one where you do a roll, but then it goes into descent. It's so thrilling. You have to go on this. This is a must-do for me. We only waited 30 minutes instead of the posted 60 minutes, which is great. But that is a must-do. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Okay, let's go do some rides over in Egypt. Just got in Cheetah Hunt's Quick Queue. The posted wait is 75 minutes. And we're gonna time to see if Quick Queue is a lot faster. As you can see, the standard line's already backed up from here, and we are continuing on. Nothing like getting the back row. Cheetah Hunt is a steel launch coaster manufactured by Intamin. It has 3 launches, a single inversion, and reaches a height of 102 feet and a max speed of 60 miles per hour. It has a 48-inch height requirement. Just got off Cheetah Hunt, and I did not stop moving until the team member scanned my ticket. It was an incredible ride. What I love about this one is that it's a little bit more approachable than some of the other ones. There's only one inversion, and it does it pretty slowly. It's a heartline roll, but it's not super fast. There are some quick elements which makes this really fun and thrilling, like the beginning, it shoots you up. But overall, it's a smooth ride, and I think it's one that's in between a lot of the rides. So it's not Scorpion, like an introductory coaster, but it's also not going to be as thrilling or as intense as Iron Gwazi. But based on how quickly I got on that ride, the Quick Queue seems pretty worth it. But let's go check out and see how it is with all the other rides. We have 2 more rides over here in Egypt. One that's been here since the beginning. I grew up riding this. I would wear platform shoes to get on it when I was younger. And then one of the newer ones here, and that one's called Cobra's Curse. It's a unique one because you're kind of spinning in your own vehicle as you go around the track. Part of it you go forward, part of it you go backwards, and then the last little bit they kind of spin you or have it be like free for all, which is really unique here. First up, Cobra's Curse. So that's a 40-minute wait. Let's compare to Quick Queue. Cobra's Curse is a steel spinning coaster manufactured by Mack Rides. It features an elevator-style lift, reaches a height of 70 feet, and a max speed of 40 miles per hour. And it has a 42-inch height requirement. Cobra's Curse, I waited a little bit longer than I did for Cheetah Hunt, about 7 minutes in the quick queue. What I love about this ride is it's family friendly. It has some really unique elements too. Like the beginning, you go up through like an elevator versus this is a normal lift hill. And then halfway through, you turn around and you do the rest of the ride backwards. And that includes going up a lift hill backwards, which I think is super unique and cool, even though it's pretty family friendly. It's not very intense, but it gives a lot of unique, fun thrill factors. All right, on to Montu. Montu is a B&M inverted coaster that opened in 1996 as the world's tallest and fastest inverted coaster. It reaches speeds of 60 miles per hour and has 7 inversions. It has a height requirement of 54 inches. Just got off Montu, and that is a fantastic inverted coaster, but the operations weren't the best. So they had only one train running, which doesn't help the throughput, but then also there was no agent there to help prevent people from overloading the docking area. So it was hard for people that were in the quick queue to bypass people for the standard wait time. So I ended up waiting 20 minutes for Montu. Still a great ride though. I mean, it never lets up. It hits you and packs a punch from the moment you drop, and it is incredible. So if you are interested in inverted coasters, this is one of the best ones. So while the posted wait was 45 minutes, which I definitely believe that to be true, the fact that I waited 20 minutes for quick queue, to me that one is definitely not worth it. Again, it's the fact that they only had one train running doesn't help it, but they should have an attendant there to help meter in. Oh my God, the Sky Ride has reopened! It looks like annual pass holders and Fun Card members can ride for free, but non-members will have to pay $5 per person per ride. I haven't been on the Sky Ride in years. It's been closed for years, and the fact that today I get to ride it, oh, the nostalgia, the views, everything's gonna be so great. It looks like it's gonna be a walk-on too. Yay! And away we go! I think they might have just reopened this because they were doing training for the team members, so I'm so excited that I got to do it. It's literally been so many years. I can't even remember the last time I've been on it, and this was such a thing that I would always do growing up, is come on the Sky Ride because you can see such great views. Oh, Falcon's Fury is going up. We are definitely gonna ride that one. So you can get on Sky Ride either by Cheetah Hunt, where we got on, or by Stanley Falls and Stanley Flume ride. And that's where we're going now. It is a one-way trip, so if you go there, you can't take it back. You have to get off and go back in the line. But for us, the line was very short, so. And the train's going. And Serengeti Flyer, the newest ride here. It's like a giant swing. Pretty awesome. Now my quick queue does not include that. So depending on the wait time, we're gonna try and ride it. See how the day goes. It's only a 5-minute wait. Okay, how do I get off right now to just get in there? 5 minutes is nothing for the newest ride. I believe this is where the newest ride's gonna go. It doesn't look like there's much that has been done already, and it says it's supposed to open spring 2024. So I'm not sure about that, but I believe this is where it's gonna go. No, you don't get off here. This is a little rotation, and we'll be keeping on going to Stanley. The flume ride is closed, so I will not be going on that today. I also don't think I'll be going on Congo River Rapids, the circular raft ride that gets you soaked. Well, because I'm not really in the mood to get soaked. As I said, it does drop you in the Stanley area next to the flume ride. And I think we're gonna go hit up SheiKra. Just kidding, we're gonna go over here and do Kumba first, since this one is in the back of the park. And then we're gonna go back to SheiKra, and then do Tigris, and then go over to do Falcon's Fury, Scorpion, and then the newest ride, Serengeti Flyer. In Congo River Rapids, although you can hear Kumba right there. Kumba's a B&M coaster, which is known for the iconic roaring sound. That's why you can always hear Kumba before you see Kumba. All right, gonna get in the quick queue now. Looks like the wait time is very minimal, so like less than 5 minutes. I'm not sure if that's right or not. Quick queue this way. It was a walk-on for Kumba, getting into the next car. Kumba is a B&M steel roller coaster featuring 7 inversions, a max speed of 60 miles per hour, and a height requirement of 54 inches. Just got off Kumba. Now I don't think Quick Queue really was worth it for this ride because it was pretty much a walk-on for everyone. Kumba is a B&M coaster and it is intense. When it first came to Busch Gardens, it was such a beloved coaster, but it's been here for a very long time and you can really feel its age. My ears are hurting, my head's hurting from how many times I was hitting the headrest back and forth. So I don't know if I would ride it again. It's definitely not a must-do, but it is an iconic coaster. It's so loud. It has a really cool tunnel at the end. Otherwise, it's just a normal B&M coaster. It has 4 across, over-the-shoulder harness. Kind of painful, though. Pantopia, which used to be Timbuktu, so in my heart, it's always Timbuktu. And here you can find a lot of carnival games, a carousel. It's great for kids over here, but of course it is also home to the one and only Falcon's Fury. Falcon's Fury is not just your normal drop ride. What makes this one so amazing is it's extremely tall, and it also turns you so that you're facing downwards before it releases you. So as you're going towards the ground, you are facing it. It totally adds to the thrill level, and it is fantastic. Let's go do it. Okay, well that's really sad. Falcon's Fury is having a technical delay. And that one's been closed the last few times I've been here too. So it's been a while since I've been on it, and I saw it going earlier. So I'll be hopeful it comes back online. But on to one of the OG rides here, Scorpion. It's literally been here forever. Has a single loop inversion, but it's a really good introductory coaster.
Su seguridad debe ser un mínimo de 48 pulgadas de altura para experimentar.
Front row. Scorpion is a steel coaster designed by Werner Stengel and was the second coaster at Busch Gardens. It is currently the oldest operating roller coaster at the park. It has a max height of 60 feet, max speed of 41 miles per hour, and has a 48-inch height requirement. Although Scorpion is a family-friendly introductory coaster, it does pack a little bit of a punch and it has some whip to it. I actually recommend sitting in the front half of the train just because that kind of makes it smoother. It is a really old ride here. It doesn't feel as rickety or as painful as some of the other ones like Kumba. And you enter into the loop right after you go down the hill, and then there's only that one loop there, and the rest is pretty smooth. The only part that kind of gets intense is at the very end. It kind of goes into like a spiral helix, and you can feel it for sure there. With Quick Queue, I didn't wait any time, but I don't believe the standard wait was also very long. It's probably maybe 10 minutes, so not too much time saved with a quick queue for Scorpion. Grabbed a snack right next to Scorpion called Twisted Pretzels. Doesn't smell like Auntie Anne's in the mall, but looks to be nice and have some butter on it. Let's try it with some cheese. I thought the pretzel was pretty decent. It had a good amount of butter and salt, but not too much of either. I think this was a great snack. I see Falcon's Ferry being tested. Hopefully that's a good sign that it'll be open soon. Would love to ride it while I'm right here. Done with my pretzel, and Falcon's Ferry is still closed. I'm not giving up on it just yet though, so we're gonna go over here and do Serengeti Flyer and then loop our way back over here before making our way to SheiKra and Tigris. What I don't love about the app is that it doesn't tell you what the wait times are for the ride, or even if the ride's open or closed. So for example, I'm looking at Falcon's Ferry, but it never mentions on the app that it's closed, which is kind of frustrating if you make your way all the way over to this area just to find out your favorite ride's closed or has an extremely long wait that you're not willing to wait. So that's the one thing that's kind of a bummer with the app compared to other theme parks. I do like how the quick queue is on my app, so whenever I go into a ride, they just scan my barcode on my app. I don't have to get a physical ticket. Serengeti Flyer is the latest ride to open here in 2023. It has a swing-style flat ride made by SNS Sansei Technologies. It has a height requirement of 48 inches, a max height of 135 feet, and a max speed of 68 miles per hour. This ride is very intense. It has a giant swing where you're facing the ground and plummeting towards it at 68 miles per hour. It made me pretty nauseous though, so be aware of that. I do love the feeling of airtime with this, and it produces a ton of that, and is a great addition to the park. Sadly, it looks like Falcon's Ferry is not only still down, but will be down the rest of the day. I'm so bummed, especially because I saw it running earlier. So here is the new ride that's coming in 2024 called Phoenix Rising. It's supposed to be a family-friendly inverted coaster. It says you just need to be 42 inches or taller to ride, and it has fun-filled twists and turns up to 44 miles per hour. Made our way to SheiKra. Wait time says 30 minutes. Let's see how it compares to Quick Queue. SheiKra is a B&M steel dive coaster that reaches 200 feet, 70 miles per hour, and has two 90-degree drops and one inversion. 2 years after it opened, it was converted to be floorless, and it has a height requirement of 54 inches. Just got off SheiKra, and I did not wait at all. I went right to the front of the line, so Quick Queue was great for this ride. We bypassed so many people in line. This ride is a fantastic dive coaster, one of the best in the world. It has two drops, both beyond vertical, so you can see one's coming right now. It also has a really cool water element at the end where you go over the top of water, and so if you're walking by, you might get soaked. Aftermath of SheiKra. You can see all along here. Ooh, I can feel the mist too. You are in a splash zone anywhere right here. Kids love this. They used to have a ride called Tidal Wave back in the day that got people standing by it soaked as well. And they don't have that anymore, which this is a great alternative. And if you're riding SheiKra, you do not get wet as it goes over top of the water here. But it does give off a great tidal wave onto the ground and onto the people nearby. Here comes the water. Made it over to Tigris. This is a very unique ride. It says 25 minutes. We'll time it for Quick Queue. What's so fascinating about this ride is it starts off so incredibly fast. It goes up here on the right hand side. It doesn't go high enough to make it all the way up. So then it comes back, it gains more speed, goes back up this way, comes back down again and gains even more speed, and then finally makes it up over there, and then has a very slow barrel roll, comes down, does a few flips, and then you're pretty much done with the ride. It's a very short ride, very thrilling and very unique. Let's go ride it. With a max speed of 62 miles per hour, one inversion, and has a height requirement of 54 inches. So that's the normal queue right there. We're gonna keep on going. Turn feels like you're upside down forever. So slow compared to the rest of the ride, which is so fast. And you're off the ride before you know it. Only waited 9 minutes for this ride, so not too bad, but it's definitely not a walk-on like some of the other ones were for quick queue. It's very intense. Next, let's go see some animals, starting with the train.
They have to do everything standing up, whether that's eating, drinking, or sleeping. And for female giraffes, they also have to give birth while standing up. And the first thing that a baby giraffe experiences coming into the world is a 6-foot drop straight to the ground. Talk about making an entrance. I would hope none of us would have to go through that. As we are now making our way through the north side of the belt, over here on the left-hand side of the train, just across the pond over here as we cross the trestle, that is another one of our popular animals that we have here on our belt.
Oh my God. Mardi Gras time! I picked up the Keel Farms King Cake Cider, and I thought it was refreshing on this hot day and not too sweet either. I would recommend it if you're a fan of ciders. Time to recap my thoughts. What I don't love about this park is that it's hard to strategize and be efficient with your time. As I said before, the app doesn't show ride temporary closures or wait times, which forces you to walk to the ride to see what you'll experience. The park is also very big and doesn't have a central hub spoke design like other theme parks, which makes it hard to get to different parts of the park without walking all the way around it. Now let's talk about Quick Queue. If you only have one day here, I would absolutely buy it. It will ensure you can get on all the rides in one day and give you time to see animals and enjoy food and drinks. I would get to the park early before it opens and be one of the first people on Iron Gwazi without buying the Quick Queue ticket that includes it. Then I would head directly to the Serengeti Flyer. It's in the back of the park, so it'll take time for everyone to make their way back there. Then you have the Quick Queue for the other rides. Now, if you have 2 to 3 days, I don't think it's necessary. Mardi Gras was cute, the entertainment was fun, and I appreciate the effort. It's not a big event compared to other Mardi Gras at theme parks in Florida, but it was a nice thing to walk around in the afternoon. So apart from the sad news that I didn't get to ride Falcon's Fury, I did have a fantastic Saturday here at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay. I've been Kate from Vacay in One Day. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye!